like last time, I'm just gonna do the same thing, where I just work through the problems, okay? If y'all have a question or need me to slow down, just let me know. Oh yeah, I had this costume last semester and I was like, this is weird. Like the whole rolly chair thing. It's like awkward parts. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay. So number one says we have x here and y here, and x has a, b, c, d, right, and y has 5 and 10, with a going to 5 and b going to 5, and then c going to 10 and d going to 10. Is this a function?
Yes.
Okay, why is it a function? Yes, each x. Ooh, I think there's a better answer. So each x does have one y. And is it okay that the y's are repeated?
Yeah.
Yes. Set function. Yes.
So technically, as long as x is repeated.
As long as x is repeated. And then number 2, let's see, it shows a graph like this type of thing. And it's going all over, right? Is this a function?
Yes.
Why? Yeah, because of the vertical line test. It like never, yeah. These look very straight, but they're not. Still a function. Very good. All right, bye. Okay, let's see. Those are the easy ones. Number 3. Okay, so number 3 is like this graph, right? And so it says, so this is from negative infinity to positive infinity, basically. So the domain, what does it mean whenever we look at the domain? Yeah, so domain means we're looking at the x's, right? And so what is the domain for this graph? This is at -5 up to 5. Oh, sorry. Seriously. 1 minute, just give me a moment. Okay. So, yeah, and is it, so you said from -5 to infinity, and is that inclusive or non-inclusive? You don't know? Like, is it bracket or parenthesis on either one?
The bracket.
Bracket's bracket, because it's got that closed circle. And then what about infinity? Parentheses, yes, because you can't quite. Okay, and so the domain is the x's, and then the range, what is the range? Like, what are we looking at? Yeah, we're looking at the y's. That's where it goes on the y's. So, where does it exist on the y? Okay, so we know it goes all the way up to 4, but what about before 4?
It's coming down.
Yeah, so it's going to start way down here at negative infinity, and then it goes all the way up to 4. Because this has like an arrow over here, okay? I'm just going to.
So, why is negative infinity first instead of last?
Because you go in the order, like from like smallest to largest. It's like from the lowest point to the largest. Just like we started at -5 over here, and then go to infinity, we're going to start at negative infinity, which is the smallest, and go to 4. And is it bracket or parentheses? Yes, parentheses, and then we include that 4. So the answer choice for that one is going to be, what is that, number 3? A.
So,
Yes.
so typically,
one, a denominator, and then number two, a square root, right? Those are the best things that make your eyes go like, ah, there's those things. So to work with that, we are going to solve for that denominator, okay? So for denominators, we know they can never be 0, right? Because you can't divide by 0. So we know the denominator cannot be 0. And for the square root, we know that square roots can never be negative, because then you get into imaginary stuff. That's just not fun. So to work with that, we're going to say the square root always has to be greater than 0. Alright, so we're going to take this square root of 3 minus x and set it equal to 0. Okay? And so okay, so we're going to square both sides. We get 3 minus x is equal to 0, and that 3 equals x. So we know at x is a critical point, right?
I thought it had to be greater than 0.
Yeah, it does have to be greater than 0. But, okay, yeah. Because of the square root. Yes. So we know x has to be less than 3, right? So 3 is greater than x, or x is less than 3. So our domain, then for that, we know that 3 is going to be the absolute largest that x can be. It's going to go from 3, negative infinity, all the way up to 3. And the reason there's a parenthesis on that, is this kind of hard to see now? I don't know why it's like parenthesis. But the reason that there's that parenthesis on the 3 is because, like you said, it has to be greater than 3, but it can't equal 3. Because of the denominator, like that would make it 0. 0 is an issue. So it's only greater than.
Why is it negative infinity?
Why is it negative infinity? Because of our inequality that we said, like she said, it has to be greater than 3. So we determined over here that, okay, it's 3 is greater than x, and then you can write that, flip it around, so that x is less than 3, right? So then everything that's less than 3 is from negative infinity all the way to